Hi, my name is Jacqui Krystal and welcome to Life. This is part of my newsletter that I put out once every 2 months, and welcome and thank you for engaging. Today I've asked Kirsty to come in and ask a question, and the reason I do that is so that we can share our perspectives. Mine is only one, but perhaps it has a resonance with you, and I encourage you to engage at whatever level you wish to within it. It's for your interest, or it might be for a whole change of journey for you. So life is L.Y.F.E in regards to this segment, and it's love you forever. And the way that I like to also interpret it is living your fullest existence or evolution. And so we're going to hit the segment starting with a question from Kirsty. So welcome, Kirsty. Thank you very much for joining us today, or joining me and us, the team. So yeah, what is it that you're contemplating or wanting to put forward so we can have a discussion?
Okay, so my question is around how do you learn to discern between messages or versus random thoughts versus random dreams, that sort of thing. Learning to actually take notice, or when you need to take notice of things that may seem really trivial, but in hindsight actually
Our messages.
you can actually go back and go, oh no, hang on, but at the time you don't pay any attention to. Yeah.
You know, you've pretty much hit it on the head as to how does a carpenter, for example, learn how to not hit his thumb constantly? And he does that through action, reaction, understanding, learning, general learning processes. So even though it's a lot more physical and you're able to see the consequences straight away, and pain will register if you hit your thumb rather than hit the nail, what you're essentially doing is teaching yourself how to listen to your intuitive nature through episodes of pain, perhaps in recognition. It might be in hindsight pain, or it could be but I knew that, so it could be an annoyance as a reaction. It could be a variety of different reactions. A lot of the time we learn how to listen to the intuitive state through the hindsight mechanisms. It's just the way that the unseen world is best communicated to us. So that if you take the analogy of the carpenter who hits their thumb all the time, they'll get to a point where they know exactly where to place the thumb out of the word and whack just once. So they become more expert in knowing how to place something, and that's the same with how do we place ourselves to receive information. So for example, I get a lot of my messages when I'm in quieter times. I am cooking a meal, I'm going for a walk on the beach, or just something a little bit more methodical, mundane, action oriented but not over action. And I find that that's when I'm at some level still enough to receive. A lot of people do get their information, you know, as you say, in dream state before, just either through dreams or just when they're going off to sleep or just when they're waking. It's when the body is ready to be relaxed enough to receive at some level. So you'll find that you might develop your own patterns of how to receive according to when it's natural for you to be starting to. You're trying to bring something out of you at some level in any learning process. So you can take the idea of singing, and you're trying to bring like a voice out of you, but what you're trying to do in order to bring the voice out is to clear the debris around it so there's space for the voice to come out. That's also what happens within evolution at a spiritual level, which is what we're talking about. So at some level it's there organically. Everyone's got a voice. Everyone, well, I say the majority of people have a voice. So you bring the voice out. Some people get stuck in communications. They can't bring their voice out because there's a lot of obstruction either within their physicality, within their psychology, within their mental processes. Anyone who's busy is possibly going to be limited at some point in saying what they want to say, singing how they want to sing, expressing. That's going to be the same for anything in a spiritual context as well. We're busy, That's why meditation works really well, in order to create the space so that you've got a clean channel, or an ability in order to let go of, say, the busy mind, the busy emotions, all the constructs that can be limiting in receiving and expression of. And spirit communications is a two-way street. So if you can get as clear and unobstructed as you possibly can, usually from mind energy, that's mainly the way that we process. We have chattery minds. So if you can get as clear as you possibly can in the channel, then spirit and intuition will meet you, because they want to communicate. It's like having a friend that sits outside of you going, I'm screaming at her, hi, I'm here, but she can't hear me because she's got all the busyness of all the family life and the kids and everything else around her at the moment, or at work environment, or whatever it is. So sometimes it's only in those little breaks in between, when we're doing monotonous activities again, or going to sleep, that they can penetrate with a lot more ease. But they're always there, and our intuition is always working for us. In time, you learn how to bridge the gap more effectively. That's pretty much what happens.
Yeah, that's good.
That's great. Thank you. Have a wonderful week, and I hope to see you next edition. Thank you.